road trip. We're gonna go look at getting a ripper. Running all the way up to Rock Island. Found it at a dealer. Can't seem to find what I wanted anywhere else because everybody thought they was worth a fortune. I can't believe that this dealer is actually gonna sell it to me at the price he's agreed on, but we'll go see what kind of condition it is. Hopefully it's not rough and it's a waste of 2 hours of my day just driving there. 4 hours altogether, round trip. We got some pretty cool sights to see on the way. Might have to stop and look at buying something else, but I don't have a partner in crime with me today. So if I buy anything, I might have to come back and get it. Never know what we're gonna see. Might be a good day, might be a bad day. Woo! So we made it. Windy. Trailer made her all the way. And got a lot of junk, looks like. There, I got her fired up and running as soon as I pulled in and seen her. Man, look at that junk. I know what we're going to get into here already. Rip it out of here. Look at this turd running. Service engine's on. Wonder how bad that's going to be. It's limited. Whew. Let's get back here, get a little view of this thing. Hey, the door works. All right. And got sunroof. Sounds okay. Now let's shut off this here recorder. We're gonna go in there and talk to him. And I gotta take a leak like no other. We'll check her out big time. Woo! So we made her home. The rig made it. Gonna have to swap the battery out in it since it went junk right before we loaded it up. Get this thing out there. A little love, you know, maybe put a spring or something on there, maybe just rip it off. Hey, we don't know yet. But man, it's kind of cool. Pretty clean for what she was, what she is. Get her all unstrapped here now and fire it up, see how she rips. Oh. Not shabby tires on it, not the freaking greatest, so if you really stare at them, they're kind of weather checked. We'll rip them. I bet you they do burnouts just fine. This thing probably almost looked pretty sweet lowered. Come on, get some straps undone. I'll get the hood popped, get the battery swapped, and see how she runs. So we got her off the trailer. Had to put a different battery in it. Now the funny thing is, like any typical piece of junk that you buy from a dealer, it wants to rev way up. It does come out of it after a little bit. As soon as you put it in gear, it's holding the RPMs that it should without going all nuts. And we got leather, heated seats, stereo works. Weird. Like it doesn't try to run away from me at all or do anything funny whenever it's in gear. I'm wondering if something ain't funny with this shifter. Got power mode. Yeah, I'm sitting here on the slant, off the brake. They ain't even trying to take away. I need to look something up on this baby, figure this one out. It's neutral. In park, she comes way back up. Might be just a dirty throttle body. I hope. Hey, there is no motor noises. Yeah, this thing here is going to be way too clean to be chopping up. Needs a little TLC, I'll get her. Oh, by the way, it does pretty decent burnouts too, even with these big old fat tires that they got on here. The rear ones are way better than them pieces of junk front ones. Wonder if the exhaust ain't getting hot too. I'll check into it all. Make some videos on her here in the next couple of days, next week. Get to where it's a reliable vehicle before I chop it all apart. So, all burnout earlier in the garage, couple out on the road, and well, you know it, broke a brake line. We're gonna throw her up on the hoist here and see how she all looks. I know it's bad. Still gotta work out why this thing's idling so high, running so high. Maybe idle air control valve, don't know yet. Five minutes later. We got a little nastiness right there on that frame. Not bad, it's not broke. It's safe. Yeah, nastiness. It's just some gummy. Whew. This thing has seen better days though, as far as it goes. Rust and whatnot. Man, these air morons. Oh yeah, you just put it on there and we'll just shoot it right over towards that freaking exhaust. Oh, what else they got going on? Okay, so heat shield must have been doing some rattling. That, you know, we just put a clamp on her. It's a bit fine, son. Oh. She sure is kind of rusty underneath, like no one ever washed it. Aftermarket piece of junk converter. Stainless steel. It's kind of weird because it's got a stainless steel exhaust pipe tip too. Tailpipe, I guess I would call it there and say. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but That's a blown out shock. Rear tires ain't on weather check like the front ones. Oh, another blowed out shock. That'll be another bad brake line too down the road. I'll leave it till then. A lot of surface rust, some heavier rusts. Nothing that's overwhelming, but makes me worry about jumping this thing at all. I'm pretty cool with it. I mean, even the rocker backers, sure they look rusty, but they're not horrible. Oh, a little bit more going on. Oh, that's just seam sealer. Little hole up there. Looks way bad looking at the video and seeing that hole. There. Yeah, she got a little rust, you know. Can't expect much. I knew this side had some. Right there. Oh yeah. You know, we just silver tape it. Yeah. Frame was the main thing that I was concerned with. Just a little bracket that was on there out of the factory. I think she could be cleaned up. Do a little cleaning on her right now. Make her look prettier. Get some of that moisture off of it. Be okay. I think up front on this side looks legit. This side here looks pretty legit. Oh, I don't know which one. I gotta check into these. Some play out in there. I don't know, something. I would assume that there should be a nut on that thing holding that tight. I think I had a bad wheel bearing on one side or the other whenever I was checking it out at the dealership. The same amount of play over there. It's cool. Yeah, look at that. No rust at all in that section where the oil's been getting on it. So I do know, just from looking underneath of it, this thing's been wrecked. Of course, they told me that, hey, when we put a new radiator in it, well, let me show you that. That's their refabrication of the lower radiator support. So that way it's, oh shit, that ain't hardly like anything anyways. It's gonna have to get fixed. Reinforced. Alright, so overall, it's not a bad deal yet. And dig some more into it. I'm gonna throw this brake line onto it. Figure out which one I blew. It's probably just this rear one right here because it seems to be dripping from right there in the center of this car. Going back, oh, there we go. There she is. So heck with it. While I'm in here, I'm gonna pop the whole damn thing out of here. I'm gonna put one whole new brake line in it. That way I eliminate any problems further down the road. You can just never stop these things from one spot breaks and the next spot's gonna break. Can't be having that. Not trying to be safe, you know, doing burnouts and whatnot. I'm gonna change the training fluid on someday, but not today. Look at pressure washing everything, getting it cleaned up, trying to do a little rust prevention before it gets any worse. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, it was just a little extra rust buildup. If you've ever seen heavy amounts of rust where you can pop it off, that's what that is. Frame's pretty legit though. I'm digging this thing. It's got jump me written all over it. Okay. I'm gonna get on this brake line. Ain't gonna be that big of a deal. Get this thing knocked out, and then I'll be ready to rip her some more. I'll be back with new brake line. Then we're gonna get up there and figure out what this engine idling problem is. I don't need to go through showing everybody how to put on a darn brake line, because I can tell you right now, if you don't know how to put on a brake line, go watch somebody else. They'll explain it to you. There's nothing to it. The whole flaring of the ends and bending the line. Always go out and buy new line, and buy plenty of line. Don't sit there and piece and patch it in. It's not a game whenever it comes to your brakes. Just throw it all at it whenever you gotta do it. So I'll be back. We'll be ready to get up there, and we got some spark plugs here. Kind of expensive, $7 a piece, $8 almost. And we're gonna throw them in there. I'm gonna clean the throttle body. We're gonna try to get this thing to idling correctly again. Dang dealer's got me. So we got the brake line on. Everything's zip tied back up. Can't really see it down there, but it is. Got the engine cover off. Trying to get the coil pack covers off. I get out my handy dandy hammer tool, impact, and I got a new videotaper over here. Gonna give me a hand. With the dirty look. All you gotta do is just run it and watch. Wait till we break something. Phillips screws are on there pretty hard though. You want to sit there and be quiet? Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess I should hand you the camera a little bit more often, huh? You gotta watch what you're doing though with it. Just recording off into space just doesn't work.
I'm pointing in the correct direction.
Of there or me?
Okay.
Well, you're supposed to have me though too. That way they see what the heck I'm doing while I'm on the side here messing around looking for my tools. Mm-hmm. The tools I've lost. Mm-hmm. It's been stressful. Phillips screws, oh, that's about the dumbest idea ever. You can't just stick a normal bolt in it and be done. For the guys later on down the road. Want to see a trick? You ever got one of the spark plug sockets that's lost its rubber?
Mm-hmm.
This time, shove the lever right back down in there and get it out. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look that old either. Looks like it's got a. Oh yeah. You can see that.
Mm-hmm.
How wide that gap is. And on the bottom of there, there's a tip. It's in the buildup on it. Showing you. So, you can probably shut that off. I'm just going to change out the rest of them. Now that we're on the bank too, we'll get all these tightened down. I'll be ready to start it and see what's going on. While we were gone there for a minute, we was talking about the car dealership that I went to up there. What was that? Rock Island. That's what I was doing. So, reminded me of that old movie, Used Cars. If anybody's ever seen it, you gotta look it up. Maybe Brandon will post a little picture up there. You can go on there and most likely watch it for free on YouTube. That movie's pretty great though. So roll into this place and it just, any Tom, Dick, and Harry that came off the street that wanted to sell cars, you come on in there and sell cars right now. Guy was telling me, oh yeah, we sold 6 cars last week. He says, after I bought this one here, he's telling me, he's like, oh yeah, this one here's number 6 this week. He's like, got a couple more days left for the week. So I'm gonna have to go in there and double check all the numbers. Okay. Rolling them in, rolling them out. They roll right to the junkyard after that. I wonder if that includes the cars that do go to the junkyard right after that. Alright, we're gonna rip off the throttle body on there and see what the heck's going on in there. Can't quite get it. It's a high idle control valve there. That's what I was checking with. So, we'll be back in a little bit. Never did have to pull off the throttle body on it. I pulled off all the intake as far back as I could, and there's a mass airflow sensor built into this whole throttle body. So I sprayed down through there, cleaned it up, wrapped her out a bunch, revved her to the moon until it bounced off the rev limiter 100 times, and unplugged a few things, plugged them back in, reset the computer on it. Hey, now here we are. Ready to rock and roll. I got the ripper ready for a drive. see how good the tires squeal on it now. Oh, I gotta bleed the brakes. Then we can squeal tires. Okay, brakes are for pussies. We'll bolt up a few things there. We'll get everything tightened back up, and we're gonna go take her for a rip. I will be back in just a few minutes.